Hey guys and gals, it's Mr. Know-It-All. We are here to make you smarter with every video that we do. Today we're talking about fixing things instead of throwing them away. We're going to give you the most powerful glue that you could ever use to fix things that you normally would just pitch in the trash. Now, if you have to spend $10 on something, why do it if you don't have to? So we're going to show you how to fix things that take a beating and will be better than new. So now, let all your broken stuff build up and do it at one time. Julio came from our regular channel, which is Sweet Project Cars. Check it out. And he is going to tell you where all the tools will be found. Julio, tell everybody where all the tools are at.
Buscar en el show más de la descripción de video para todas las herramientas.
Thank you, Julio Cesar Chavez Rodriguez, Jorge Johnson Thompson. He's got a lot of names. So we're going to fix that. It'll never break again when we're done. Okay. Now, the next thing that we're going to fix is this wheelbarrow. I don't know if you've ever bought a double-wheeled wheelbarrow, but they are not cheap. Today, these buckets that they put on them are junk. They're hard plastic. They don't give. We've had this wheelbarrow, I bet you, I'm gonna say at least 20 years, probably that. We went through a couple of handles, put some new handles on it, and here's where the problem is. We loaded a lot of wood into this, and some of the wood was too heavy, and it cracked the bottom. So what we're going to do is, as you see here, how we fix that, and that's been repaired for a very long time, and it's not going to bust ever again. So what I did was you save everything. My wife calls me a hoarder, but you save everything. This stuff here is edging around the outside of your house, around your shrubs for stone and whatnot. So it's really tough, and you can take and cut pieces out of it. It will not break, and it works great with this glue that we're going to use. And the glue that we're going to use is going to be mind-blowing for you. It is unbelievable. This stuff is not cheap. It's like $35 for one tube of it. It's a once-only use, which means when you open it, you've got to use it because it's done. Now, I got this dirt cheap. In the list, you'll find it, but you can look around, you'll find it. It was damaged on the side here, so I got it like half price. And I just kept it so that I would be able to repair what I need to repair. I don't want to buy these trash cans again. I do not want to buy this rake again, and I do not want to replace my wheelbarrow there because it's a waste of money to throw them away. You can't get the buckets that heavy duty any longer. You just can't do it. They're not there. There are a few tools that you're going to need. One thing is you're going to need a good Dremel. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be doing a lot of videos and repairing things, but this is stuff that your whole family should watch. It's how you get smarter. It's how you become more mechanically inclined to fix things that you normally would just throw away. It's going to be mind-blowing, so make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss any of these videos. This fix here will pertain to a lot of different repairs, so it's not just this type of fixing. This glue can be used on so many things. It holds windshields in cars. Have you ever seen a windshield fall out? No, I don't think you have. Now they bust, but they don't fall out, and that's because of this stuff right here. It's amazing. So let's get started. We're going to put it in our caulk gun and pop that bottom out. Soak this in hot water for about an hour or set it out in the sun on a hot day. Now, they do come with a nozzle. We don't need the nozzle. And I will tell you that you probably will want some rubber gloves because it is messy. What I use is this stuff right here. And it is a protective glove, and it allows you, if you're doing anything messy, changing the oil in your vehicle, you just rub this stuff on, and your hands will wash up like new. And it's hard to do short videos, it really is, because there's so much information you need to know about. Now first, I took the Dremel with a cutoff tool and I cut a piece out of this right here. Real easy, works good. Cut it out, and then all I have to do is come over here, and this first piece that I'm putting in, I contoured it, I heated it up with a torch, and that will be in the tools list as well. I heated it up with a torch and bent it so that it was slightly to that curve in there, okay? And you can lay weight on it and stuff after you're done, but once you put this stuff on here, once you put that on, it stays down there real well. And I'm gonna put a piece here, and then I'll put a piece over it that'll come up this crack here. Then there's a crack over here, I'll do that with a smaller piece of this. Then I'll go underneath and put the same pieces up underneath, and it will never break again. Now I usually use Scott blue towels to do all our stuff, but we're not going to do that here because this is pretty dirty. And you can see it's full of dirt and stuff down in there. And we're not going to try to push that back up in there. We're just going to spray some old 99 on it. And you're going to need a good spray bottle. These are the best spray bottles you can get. They'll be in the tools list. And this cleaner that's in there. You'll use the cleaner on most everything you do. This will remove all grease and allow that glue. It doesn't really need to be done because this adhesive that we're putting on is unbelievable. Okay, and then that'll go over it just like that. So here's all we do. You take your adhesive, and it's been setting out in the sun, so it's really thick, and it will bond like you've never seen. And as you see, I didn't need the nozzle for it. Okay. And all I do is take that, and I see where I'm going to be. I want some over here. Don't be afraid to put a lot on. Now I'll just take this. Now if you have a putty knife, you can take a bead of this. I'm going to use my finger, and I can put a little bead right there. I'm going to run it right down this edge. Because I have that liquid glove stuff on, and I'm just going to smear it into that. It's not the prettiest thing, but it is the toughest you'll ever be able to do to fix anything that's broken like this. When that dries, give it 24 hours. You'll get all of it done like I did over here on this side. It was broke up here in this rim. So what I did is I took a piece of 1/2-inch PVC pipe. I cut a small piece, slightly bent it with a torch, got it warm and bent it so it fit up in here, and I glued it right up into that ridge right there. I'll show you. And it's glued right up in there. And then it was broke here. I put a piece on this side, and we have used this for months and months and months, and it did not break with the logs in it. It broke down there. All right, so what I'm doing is I need a piece of PVC. This is an old pop-up sprinkler thing, like I said, I don't throw nothing away. That you want to keep an area where you just keep all kinds of junk where it's supposed to be. Now, that'll fit right down in there. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take, to make this really strong, because we got extra glue, we're gonna fill that right up till it starts coming out the other end. There it is. Now, and if you get this on something, you're not getting it off, just so you know. The whole key of this video is this glue. It's amazing. You will not find anything stronger. Once it dries, it's there pretty much for life. They have to use a hacksaw to get rid of it, to cut it off on windshields. I'm not giving you the middle finger either. I'm just using that finger because it seems handy.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All, what about your brainiac tip for the end of the video?
Oh, what happens when you get older? What's the first thing that goes? Your knees. I'm going to tell you right now, folks, if you're not moving, you're dying. You got to take those knees and you got to do a squat, one every day for a month. And then after that month, start doing 2 a day, then 3 a day. Get those knees strong. You got to do a squat. You know what a squat is. That's where you bend down as if you're going to sit on the toilet. Got to get those knees and keep them strong. That's our tip. And of course, how many of you seen vice grips like this that your kids left outside? Well, how many times did your dad say, if you're going to use my tools, pick them up? So there, folks, that is just one of many videos that we're going to be doing for you to help you become smarter using the right tools. I'm going to tell you a little tip at the end of this. If you're buying chainsaws and you're looking for the smallest one-handed little beast of a chainsaw, look in the tools list and take a look at that one. You'll be so glad you got it, and it's a one-handed gig and it will tear through wood like nobody's business, and it's the lightest chainsaw on the market and you're gonna love it. Mr. Know-It-All, out.